Brazil, we have, it's like 12 hours in Brazil, at the rainforest. We have 12 hours of light every day. And then those lights, because we have the canopy, doesn't go through. 30% or 40% of the lights go through to the rainforest. That's the way that I try to do over there with the tarp. The tarp, it just allows like 30–40% of the sunlight. What's happening, especially with the lettuce, if you have more than 12 hours sunlight a day, the plant is gonna think that it's time to reproduce. They're gonna grow and they're gonna go. The flowers are gonna come up. That's not what I really want. I wanna eat the leaves. I don't wanna eat the flowers in that particular case. So that's why I have the tarp over there. And then it's because we can have the possibility to grow twice. Usually I don't disturb the soil. So what I try to bring is some topsoil and some compost, because I have a compost pile here and I have a compost bin. So I try to use the resource that I have here to build my soil. And we call regenerate because I'm trying to minimize the impact that I have on the soil. So basically I have the mobile system that it's like a cover. It's not exactly, but it's mobile. Every time that I go raise a bed, I try to replicate the same tarp that I have there in here, because when the kids come here and put the seeds on the ground, they need some shade. Like in the beginning, the seed is under the ground, they need shade. It's like to initiate, to start the process of growing. So that's a big tarp, that's a mini tarp. That's the way that I'm gonna move, like one bed here and another bed here, and this is the process that we go. And then the next year, we're gonna have some cover crops here. It's depend on what is the purpose of the cover crop, but the cover crop we want to maintain the soil cover. That's the way the Brazilians do. We try to take all the resources that we have inside the forest, like roads and branches and the mulch that we have it's like on the topsoil. Then we can generate like an special environment to grow. Here in Nebraska, it's a little bit different because we don't know exactly what you're gonna do to control the weather. In Brazil, we cannot control the weather. Of course, we cannot control the weather. But what's happening there, we know that every day at 4 o'clock it's gonna be raining, and the temperature is gonna be around 95 degrees, 96 degrees, and the humidity is so high, it's like 100% every day. But in Nebraska, some days it's 45 degrees in the morning, and the afternoon it's 90 or maybe 95 degrees. So what we're trying to do is like to adapt all the techniques that we used to have there, and for many generations we bring down here. But the most important thing is the sense of community that we have in Brazil. So in Brazil, when people are going to start a garden, it's like the neighbors come to join you. I feel that Nebraska does have too, but I need the persons like in the community, like a local leader, to be involved in the process.